Hi, thank you for watching. I want to take you guys through a 5-day hair journey with me so you can see how I manage my hair with no combs and very little manipulation. Let's go. I started off with the Flexirod set. As you can see me undoing here. I didn't use very many holding products for this, just the moisturizer and some oil. Now this is my first time doing it and I really liked how it turned out. It took me about 4 or 5 hours to put in over 2 days. And I was so tired that night. I just put some oil on it and put a satin bonnet on and went to bed. Notice that I didn't do anything to the curls. I left them and did not separate them. And this is going to be day 1, the morning after I woke up, and I separated the curls just enough so that the hair looks full. My hair is looking so good. It's moisturized, it's voluminous, it's bouncy. This is the easiest day for me. I barely touch it or do much to it. And that evening I sleep with this satin bonnet so my hair can stay put. Alright, and this is day 2. My hair still looks pretty good. It's a little flatter, but it's still stretched out. It's still pretty moisturized for the most part. I could wear my hair down if I wanted to, but I decided I would do something that I do pretty frequently, and I would put the hair in the back up and leave a couple strands out in the front. That way you can still see the length of my hair, but most of my hair is still up off of my shoulders, so it stays moisturized and just stay curly for the most part. Alright, so the night of, this is when I start paying a little bit more attention to my hair, and I was so tired that day, I don't know if you could tell, but my hair got a little bit more frizzy during the day this time, especially in the front where I had my hair out. So what I like to do is I try to put my hair into a low bun, because I do notice that when my hair is in a low bun, my hair stays stretched out in the front and it kind of makes a dome shape for the next day, which I really like. And I use a hair tie to do that, and I do it very gently, so it's definitely not pulling. And I put a satin bonnet on and I go to bed. Alright, so this is the next morning. My hair is starting to get dry and it's starting to get old, so I add a little oil and I try to separate some of the old curls, but not all of them. When I separate a little bit of the curls over time, it kind of refreshes the style and it makes my hair look new again. So I separate some on the bottom, I separate some curls on the top and on the sides and in the middle, but I still leave some curly because I still want my hair to look curly, and I also still want to make sure that I have some definition. So that's part of the reason why I don't go all in and separate all the curls on the first day or even the second day, just because I want to make sure that my hair lasts as long as possible. And this day I decided I would do something a little different, so I made a flat twist in the front of my hair and I put in a side ponytail. I didn't use any combs to do this, I just kind of separated where my hair naturally was already separated from when I installed the Flexirod. And this is one of my favorite hair tools. It's made for natural hair. There's a couple different varieties on sale that you can buy, but I use it all the time and it's just a good way to hold your hair with very minimal tension. And another good practice for me is when I wear my hair down, I always pay attention to the types of shirts that I choose. I avoid sweaters and shirts with a lot of cotton. And about halfway through the day, I decided I didn't want my hair down anymore, so I just put that ponytail into a messy bun so that it was off my shoulders. And a messy bun always looks good on natural hair. It's one of my favorite styles. And I put on a sweatshirt because I just did not want my hair to be touching that. Alright, and this is the night of day 3, and my hair is starting to get it's starting to get tangled, starting to get old. So I do try to put a little bit more effort into it at nighttime. But I still am not going to be using any combs, no brushes. Alright, so at this point my hair is really tangled. So sometimes when Alright, my hair is very tangled, so what I do is I go ahead and take a section, I spray it with some water, and then I lightly detangle the ends of the hair. And that's because my hair at this point, the ends are the driest and they're the most tangled because they're what's been being manipulated and out in the elements. So I just show them a little more attention. I'll do some detangling, but I don't do any detangling towards the scalp or the upper part of my hair. And then I put in some twists to keep it until it dries, and I will do this all across my hair. And this takes me about maybe 30 or 45 minutes. So this is going to be the morning of day 4. I took out those twists and my hair feels great this day. That water adds some moisture back to my hair. It gives my hair some more definition again, and it's definitely not as tangled or as dried as it was the night before. I love how it turned out. Alright, and I had to switch it up again, so this day I just left one piece down in the front. I used my favorite hair tool and I made like an off to the side ponytail again. Okay, so we made it to the night of day 4. And my hair, once again, it needs a little bit more help. So I'm going to do something that I did that was similar to the previous night. So this night, instead of doing twists all around my head, I'm going to do 2 flat twists down the side. So I sprayed with water and added a little conditioner. And then I started just twisting down my head, and I'm very gentle when I do this. I just grab where my hair is just naturally separated and I twist it together. I don't use any combs to do this, so this is a very quick process and it takes me only about maybe 20 minutes.
Stay one more night. Don't you know that my love is true? Let's make things right.
So I wanted to put some more tension on my hair to stretch it out a little bit for the next day. So I just take both of those twists and I pull them towards the middle, and I use a clip to hold it in place so that they will stretch out. And of course, you have to protect your hair at nighttime, so put on a satin bonnet and I went to bed. Alright guys, we made it to day 5, and I'm just taking down my hair after I've slept in those twists all night. My hair feels a lot better. It has a nice wavy look to it. Of course, all the curls are gone from the Flexirod set, but my hair is still volume. Still has a lot of volume. It still has a lot of length to it, and it looks great. So here, I'm just gonna go ahead and separate some of the ringlets that are left from the flat twist. So this is the flat style, and I decided I would do a half up, half down type of style. So I just grabbed some of the hair in the center of my head and used a hair clip to secure it. And that is it. And I was really happy with how it turned out. I think I looked really cute that day. So we made it to the end of my 5-day hair journey. I hope that this has inspired you and hope you've made you realize that natural hair doesn't have to be as hard or as complicated as you think that it has to be. Lastly, I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to leave them in the comments box below, and I'll see you in the next video.